this video, we're going to show you how to make this snowman, and it just turns out darling, and I think the video will help you succeed, and I hope you will be able to go to our website. It's a little dollar pattern. It's a great little pattern. You can find it on our block of the week tab on our website, and we hope you enjoy this. Begin by making your dimensional pieces, placing a Xerox of your pattern on top of two pieces of fabric that are right sides together, then polyester bonded batting for the feet and the hat. I didn't do it on the body since this is a fleece and it's thick enough, it doesn't need the batting. And the little vest, I didn't do it either, but you could if you wanted more dimension. Then you're going to sew on the solid line. I set the stitch length just a little bit shorter so it'll perforate the paper, and you can back stitch where there's an opening, and then cut on the outside dash line, not the inside vest design line, but all the other outside dash line. Take your paper out and turn it through the opening. So here you can see on this hat brim there's not a solid line across here, so that will be an opening. And so I'll turn it through that and through this hat crown. And the body, the main body of the snowman, cut out on the dash line, but don't sew it yet because we're going to insert the vest before we sew it. And we'll show you that. Now to do the vest on the main body part of the snowman, we've made our vest, taken the paper out, turned it right side out, and then the open edges we put along the side of one layer of snowman, and then layer it with the other piece. That's why you want to cut it out on the dash line so that you have a line to align it up with. Then I'll pin that so they don't move, and I'll sew on the solid line. Then the vest will be in the seam. Now begin foundation piecing this little snowman by placing area 1. So cut a piece of fabric larger than area 1, place it on the unprinted side of your Xerox pattern, right side up, so that all of area 1 is covered. Now we need to know the location of the feet and the body. So with this side up, machine based where the body goes into the seam and where the little feet, the tops of the feet are. That will transfer the location to this side. Then we'll be able to place the body 1/4 inch above that seam, and the little feet we're going to zigzag. So place the little feet right along that line that we stitched, zigzag those on, and then place the body, pin it so it's 1/4 inch above that line. Now trim the extra out of the seam. That just adds extra bulk, and you don't need that. Always trim the extra out. This folds back to cover area 2, and we want to press it, and then with this side up we're going to machine baste where the hat meets the seam. That will transfer the location of the head and the hat to this side. Now by basting on the other side, we've got our location. We're going to place our little head down first so that the open edge is 1/4 inch past that basting. Then the hat brim will also be 1/4 inch past that basting, and the hat crown gets to be a little bit bulky, but it can be done. Now we've got a piece of fabric cut large enough for this number 3 background. We'll place it right side down along that edge above the basting, so the bulk of the fabric is opposite where we're trying to cover. Pin all that to secure it and turn it over so the whole line on the back between 2 and 3. And we'll show you what that looks like. Now area 2 was folded back, the extra fabric trimmed out of the seam. The hat brim folds back, press it, then with your rotary cutter cut it out, adding 1/4 inch seam on that pattern. Now you can see I whip stitch the sticks to the block. I like to whip stitch it in 2 places, 2 distances, so that the angle of the stick is secure. Then I've put seed beads for the eyes, little pom-pom for the nose, and wrapped a little ribbon around the crown of the hat, little embellishment and a bow. And then I'll tack down the head and the body, and this just turns out darling.